Discharging. Later. Any primer should be alright.
Give it 2
Yeah.
pounds, please.
Clipper up.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, can hear you loud.
Perfect. So, starts a warning light out. Oil pressure into green arc, good. And 1200, suction, good. Ammeter charging. Low voltage light out. Magneto check. Left. Both. Right. Bit more of a drop on the right there.
Is it?
To both.
Right, let's go back to boats.
That's
Back to
both.
one.
Then left.
Okay, that's normal.
That's good. Back to both and right.
That's
Also
a big
good.
drop, yeah. Right, let's go back to
both. Sounded a bit rougher as well.
Yeah, it does sound rough. Right, okay, let's just put in 1200. Sorry.
Right, look.
Right, so that's about 100 drop, which is normal.
Yeah. It was a bit better than last time, it was still not
No, that's okay, because it's about on 125 RPM drop.
Okay.
Which if you look at that, it's about less
okay,
than
yeah,
100. And the other one is about 100. But I can see
Feels
there's a bit of
though,
rough.
it is. Yeah.
Right, let's do a power check, see how it goes.
Okay, okay, instruments checked, set, radios.
It's
Oh, it's on,
already
alright, sorry.
yeah.
Lights, do we want landing lights?
Yeah, let's put the landing lights on because we don't have.
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
put a
that's
taxi as well.
taxi.
Don't have the other lights working.
Pitot heat, we're all good, presumably. Okay. Telephone radio, Golf Oscar Charlie, Papa Charlie, request radio check.
Here, Readability 5 from the office.
Readability 5, Golf Papa Charlie. Golf Papa Charlie, taxi for hold, sorry, taxi for power check 24. All good?
You're good, yeah.
Golf Papa Charlie, crossing 24. obstruction anything. Brakes on, 1200. Oil temperature and pressure's good. And suction, ammeter, magneto. So, left is good, back to both. Right. Still a bigger drop, but it's better than before.
Okay,
and not as
right.
now.
So let's go for
back to
full
both.
power. I mean 1700.
Yeah.
That will.
So check holding carb heat.
Okay, that's good.
Good. Left.
That's good.
Both. And right.
That's good.
Okay, I think it
So
is.
now engine
Yeah.
running is okay
Back
as
to
well.
both.
Perfect.
Good. Where are we? Temperature and pressure is good. Suction and ammeter. Fuel. Both throttle. All good.
Alright,
And back
cool.
to 1200. Golf Papa Charlie, text for hold 24.
Right, so 1-4 knot, that's a good decent wind down the runway.
Okay. That's right. Is it pretty much in line as well?
Slightly from the side, but more or less it's
Yeah.
down the road. It's 220 degrees to
Okay.
230.
Yeah, that's right. So, trim neutral. Throttle friction not secure. Mixture rich. Magnetos on both. Primer locked. Fuel on and sufficient. Flaps required. Gauge instruments. Hatches and harnesses. All good. 4 and 3. Good. And copy. We're losing 20 degrees and land again.
Yeah, because it got a strong wind, so we can land on 20 degrees, yeah.
Okay. Golf Papa Charlie lining up 2-4, remaining in the circuit. Golf Papa Charlie, downwind 24.
Cool. A bit more power,
Yeah,
just to maintain altitude.
a little bit.
If you lose about 100, the easy way to gain 100 is to pull the nose back like that and see how quickly that comes back to what it was. That's it.
Yeah.
And now pull it back.
Yeah, yeah.
Just maintain back 4 fingers. Is it trim?
It should be.
That's probably why you lose height.
Bit higher.
Yeah. We got a strong wind, so it should be fine. Speed about 65 will do.
Golf Papa Charlie, final 24.
Right, okay. So if you look at the windsock, slightly coming from that side. So keep the nose down. Is that high or low?
Yeah, high. Very
slightly, okay. We got a strong wind.
Okay.
I'll help you. So it's fine. Just gently reduce power. See what happened. Not much. Cool. Speed is very high.
Yeah. Reduce power again.
Yeah, reduce power. That's it.
That's a bit better.
You can idle power now. Strange, it doesn't want to go down. Okay, cool, keep going. Gently pull back. Right, okay. See, it did balloon a little bit. That's it. It's a perfect landing.
Okay.
Let it go, let it go. Okay. No brake with the speed. And now you can gently step on the brake. That's what a brake should like.
Yeah, okay.
Perfect. I know we're a bit high, that's why we're all over the places, but let's just
That's
see.
why the balloon, was it?
Yeah, that's why balloon, because you're at higher speed.
Ah, okay.
So when you pull back with a higher speed,
because
it's got speed, it will create more lift.
Yeah. Golf Papa Charlie, vacate to the right. Golf Papa Charlie takes a hold 24.
So the best thing when you balloon, you push the nose down to get it back to level.
Okay,
so basically
sort of start again,
you're starting everything from again. So push the nose down and then get it straight. As you go down, gently pull back, then you bleed off the speed and then like what we did.
You know when it turned to base leg, did I turn too early? It sort of felt like we were too close to the runway when we got down near to the final, or was it?
No, because you know there's a strong wind coming from the side, it pushed you anyway.
So it was okay. And then
it was okay. We just ended up a bit high for some reason.
That's right.
Normally get very quickly to, it's all about the wind. It's all about the wind.
That's right.
But we still ended up high, so what we do is, and this time we're going to use full flaps.
Okay.
See how that goes.
Neutral throttle friction mixture rich. Magnetos on both, primer locked. Fuel on and sufficient. Flaps. Gauge and instruments. good. Hatches, harnesses. And got me. Got Papa Charlie lining up 2-4, remaining in the circuit.
There's some weather approaching again.
Yeah, I see it.
Right, let's see what's the wind doing. 2220, 14 knots.
Golf Papa Charlie downwind 2-4.
Right, is it trimmed now? Slightly going down, isn't it? Okay, that's it. A little bit more power. That will do. Okay, perfect. And that will maintain an altitude for you. Perfect. Just about now you can start turning.
We use full flap then instead.
We're going to use full flap, so 20 degree in the base and then full flaps on the final this time because we ended up quite high earlier. Oh, we got 10 degree flaps already.
30 degrees.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget that.
Okay, speed is good. Between 65-70 in a day like this will do. And you can start gently turning now because there's slightly wind coming from the left, so it'll push you anyway.
It'll be a little bit low this time.
Alright, yeah, so you need a little bit of power just to make sure when you turn into the wind. Trying to keep it to that side of the trees.
Yep.
So if we end up low, we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Golf Papa Charlie, final 24.
Okay, speed is high, now you can go full flaps.
High again now.
Yeah, slightly. Just let's cut the power, see what happens. Okay, now it's nice and smoothly. Speed is good, keep going, keep going. Alright, keep sliding power, gently reduce power, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, that's it, perfect. That's what perfect landing is.
Good. Feels good.
Very good. So basically pulling back till that edge disappear and then hold it.
Yeah.
Cool, very good. That was a good landing.
Alright, thank you.
Golf Papa Charlie, vacate to the right. Golf Papa Charlie takes the hold 24.
Do you very often use the other runway?
Which one?
The across
yeah,
the
yeah, we used that. I landed that last, which day was it? On Sunday.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is quite windy, remember? I landed that runway. So we use that, we use all of them depending on the wind.
It's much shorter, isn't it, the other one?
Very shorter. If you don't have a strong wind, you're not using it.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, because as soon as you get a strong wind, then you get you to the ground very quickly.
Right, yeah. Throttle friction at mixture rich. Magnetos both primer locked. Fuel on and sufficient. Flaps. Hatches and harnesses. Bit of there.
Golf Papa Charlie lining up 24, remaining in the circuit. Golf Papa Charlie, downwind 24.
We use full flaps again.
Yeah, so we did
yeah.
use flaps and landing was better, so that's what we do.
Yeah.
The same as the full flaps on the final. So let's see if that landing is the same as that one, that'd be perfect. So just keep the power very less, and then before you start flaring, then reduce power. That will give you a long time to flare. Perfect. Speed is good, height is good. So keep it again to the left, sliding like earlier.
Yep.
Report final, please.
Golf Papa Charlie, final 24.
And full flaps. Very good. Good approach so far.
We make it with the speed.
Speed is fine, so slightly need power.
A little.
Very less power. That's it. Slightly right rudder to keep centre line. That's it. Keep going. Keep going. Reduce power gently. Not idle, gently reduce. Okay, very good. Idle. Okay, pull back. Pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Hold it like that, hold it like that, hold it like that. Till you touch that. But hold it.
Quite good, yeah.
Because that nose is going to push down. You don't let it.
Yeah.
So flare was good, but at some point
just
slightly dropped.
it,
So cool. Let's vacate to the right.
Golf Papa Charlie, vacated to the right. Golf Papa Charlie, taxi to hold 24.
Ooh, Doncaster is showing 18 knot now.
Right.
That's strange.
What's the maximum we can?
I mean, as long as down the runway, there's no maximum.
Okay, right.
Yeah, it's just a crosswind limitation.
Ignited on both, primer locked, fuel on and sufficient. Flaps. Engagement instruments. Good. Hatches, silencers.
Right, so we're going to start adding emergencies now.
Okay.
Your landing is all good. So you're soon going to be going solo, but we need to do some emergencies.
Yeah, that's fine.
So this one would be rejected takeoff.
Okay.
Basically what rejected takeoff is if you decided to not take off for whatever reason, could be pressure drop, could be starting warning lights or something else, airspeed indicator is not live, or you get something on the runway. And this airfield is quite easy to do that, but if you want to be in a control airport, you line off full power and you decided to reject takeoff, you cut the power, all the back pressure on the control, and then you not brake suddenly, just
Yep.
Brake like very gently to stop, so the back pressure under control.
Yep, okay.
Keep center line and vacates to the left, or right. Let the ATC know what you're doing, what your intention is, and wait for the further advice. Because there's no ATC and we don't care about that.
Okay.
All we do is we're going to do line up, take off. As soon as I tell you rejected takeoff, you cut the power and back pressure under control and gently brake. Okay?
Yep.
So a normal procedure, we're lining up. I'll do the call.
Golf Charlie, lining up 2-4, rejected takeoff.
Okay. And we're going to vacate to the right, come back to hold.
Get round the corner again.
Yeah. Alright, power. Go for it. And I'll tell you what to do the rejected takeoff. Right, go for it. Very good. So now all back pressure will slow down the plane for you. You just use brake to center line and gently brake. Perfect. Vacate to the right and taxi to hold 2-4.
Golf Papa Charlie, vacate to the right.
Flaps up and going tax. Oops.
Right.
Golf Papa Charlie, takes the hold 2-4.
We sort of lifted off a bit when I pulled back. Did I pull back too much, or is that just...
No, that's fine, because there's no speed anymore.
Yeah.
Then you will see the plane will touch down and wave, and if it's so, don't worry, just hold it like that.
Yeah. Friction nut. Mr. Rich. Magnetors, primer. Fuel non-sufficient. Flaps. Gauges. Good. Hatches, harnesses. Treatment. Carbon.
Right, so on this one, we're going to do glide approach.
Okay.
So, two things we're going to do. We're going to do engine failure after takeoff and a glide approach. So, I will do the first one, and then the one after you're going to do it. So basically, we're climbing, and we got engine failure after takeoff. So, because the power is going to go off when you have no engine after takeoff. So what you do is, you got low speed. You gently push the nose out, not too much, gently, and look straight, 30 degree plus or minus, pick a field. Here you can have a field straight to the nose, but if you want somewhere else, well, you maximum you can go left or right is 30 degree, because you got low speed, you can't turn too much. So just look for the field and then tell me what field. But I'm going to do the demo on this one for you. So I'll take a control after takeoff, and then I'll cut the power and tell you what we're doing. It's very straightforward. We do that, and then on a downwind you're going to start doing downwind check now. Because landing is coming, so now we're going to start down. I'll do the first downwind check, and then after that, every time you're on a downwind, you have to, after you do your call, you'll be doing a downwind check. On a base, we're going to have a glide approach. What glide approach means? You got engine failure in the base, like you want to get it to the field. You don't pop flaps. The first reaction is, I'll cut the power. I'll do this demo for you, but then next one. So I'll cut the power. The first reaction is to get the speed 65, and then the turn would be, you're not going to wait all the way, you're going to start turning whenever you think is the right time, because you got no engine. So then you start turning. Now you put 10 degree flaps if you can make it to the third quarter. This is how stage by stage you can assess whether you can make it or not. And then you put 20 degree if you can make it to the middle of runway.
Okay.
And then you put last stage of flap if you can make it to the threshold. That's how you can make it straight to threshold runway.
Yep.
Otherwise you don't put a flap till you're not sure, and turns would be done whenever you think is. And the best glide speed is 65, remember this aircraft. So we're going to do all these on this one, and then slowly you're going to do yourself. Alright.
With the one on takeoff, what do you do with the flaps there? Do we leave?
I'll leave the flaps, so once I...
10 degrees?
Yeah, I'll leave the 10 degrees, so I'm going to do it around 300 feet anyway, so I'll take control after you take off, and then I'll do the demo, so good to go.
Golf Papa Charlie lining up 24, remaining in the circuit.
Right, so I'll take a control now. My control, is that trim? Yeah, perfect. Basically, you're climbing and you got engine failure after takeoff, okay? So the first thing is we put a carpet and I'll cut the power and then push the node gently. 30 degree plus or I'll make it straight to that airfield. So and then full power go around.
Okay.
So wait for the speeds and then you gently pull back according to the speed. So you have got control. But it's good thing is you got to feel straight away, so you hang straight away. But the only aim is to push the node down gently, so you get the speed.
What is 65 again?
65 is always the best speed. Because as soon as you cut the power, you're on a 65 anyway. As soon as you cut the power, the speed will bleed off. So you push down to maintain it. Okay, and flap goes up.
Golf Papa Charlie downwind 24.
Right, so downwind check is you put carpet on the first thing. Check pressure temperature is good, mixture is rich, meter charging a battery. Harnesses and hatches are secure, you are strapped in, I'm strapped in, undercarriage is fixed, carpet goes off. It's fine if you don't remember next time, but you keep practicing until you get it. So you put the carpet on and then undercarriage, no, just fine. Carpet on, pressure temperature is good, mixture is rich, undercarriage is fixed, meter charging, you're strapped in, I'm strapped in, and that's all downwind check. That's a check before landing. Cool. And then at some point I'll take a control when we're in a base lick. Can start turning now. So that's like when you get an engine failure in a base, you want to get it to the fuel.
Okay.
So let's move you out of your comfort zone now. Do have some emergencies from now on, because you're going to be soon going solo.
Yep. Okay.
Right, so I'll take a control. Okay, my control. Okay, so now let's say you're on a base leg and you got an engine failure. So
Got Papa Charlie, glide approach for 2-4.
So I'll cut the power, and now I'm going to get the speed. I'm going to turn whenever I think is around. I'm going to start turning now because I know I've got a strong wind coming. So as soon as you turn, you will be diving to the ground. Speed is now 65, which is good. And I'm thinking when to put flaps. So I'm not sure if I can make it to the third quarter, so I'm not here. All I'm aiming is to get the speed, which is 65. All good, and I'm trying to align myself while I'm going. So now I think I can make it to the third quarter, so I'll put 10-degree flaps. Now I'm going to think about if I can make it to the middle, which I can. And now I'm going to think about if I can make it to the threshold, which yes I can, and I'll go for full flaps. Is that idle? I'm a bit high actually.
Right.
As you can see. Wow, this wind doesn't help me at all. But it's strong wind, so you won't.
That's okay.
If this was an engine failure, we made it.
Yeah, that's
Right,
good.
so that's what a glide approach is. You got control.
I have control.
Advocate to the right.
Golf Papa Charlie, vacate to the right. Golf Papa Charlie, tax to hold 24.
So the only way to understand whether you can make it or not is to put flaps stage by stage. You put all flaps and then you hinge up low, you wouldn't be able to make it. So stage by stage will help you assess your height.
You really notice you really sort of cut the corner on as well.
Cut the corners, yeah. You're not going to be waiting. If I wait all the way to go to find that, I'm not going to make it. Especially in daylight. Yeah, but if there's no wind, then there's a different scenario. You might go a little bit more, and then you might put flaps early. Because again, if you can put it, if you see you can make and there's no wind, you push stop more, then you quickly go for the flaps.
Magnetos both, primer locked, fuel on and sufficient, flaps, gauge and instruments, good, hatches, harnesses, carb. I'll just go through that. So the checks, you carb heat first.
Mixture's
fully rich.
Pressure, temperature
of pressure, suction, ammeter, hatches, harnesses.
Undercarriage, which is fixed on display.
That's alright, okay.
Yeah.
Is that everything?
Cool, yeah, that's everything. And I'll cut the power off the takeoff, you do the demo.
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Golf Papa Charlie lining up 24, remaining in the circuit.
leave the flaps.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, I forgot that. I thought we're not doing that. I completely forgot that. Anyway, let's do it the next one. I know why you ain't taking that. Guys.
Golf Papa Charlie, downwind 24.
So, copy, mixture rich, temperature pressures good, suction good, ammeter good, hatches, harnesses, and undercarriage fixed.
Yeah.
Good. Copy off.
Perfect. That's all good. So keep doing now, ground up, downward check every time. So that's part of your flying.
Yep.
Since your landing is good. So now we're going to do a glide approach in a similar way.
Right.
So I'll cut the power, you do the demo.
Yep.
I can start turning now. Right, so if you keep a bit more to the left, because you've got wind coming, so that's why you will not be able to make it if you keep letting down. That's it, now straight. So carpet on, first thing is your speed.
So speed 65.
So pull the nose back, your speed is pull it like that, and get a trim, and think about the same time turning. It's emergency.
Yeah.
Think about when you should turn. Do you think you should turn now?
Yeah.
Cool. Right, you got a really high speed, pull the nose back, like that, that's it, and start trimming at the same time. So you need to be quick when it comes to emergency. You still got a high speed. As soon as you turn into the one, you'll be diving to the ground. Pull the nose back. Okay, like that. Now look at the runway. Do you think you can make it to the third quarter?
Yeah, I reckon.
Are you sure? Go for 10-degree flaps if you're sure. So get the nose down. Your speed is now bleeding off. Now tell me, can you make it to the middle?
Not convinced now. Is it? Do you reckon it can?
I think you can.
Yep.
Okay. Can you make it to the
Yeah,
threshold?
definitely now.
Okay, let's go full flaps. Keep the nose down.
Speed drops off so quick. Right?
Yeah, because that's what I'm putting to the right. Okay, let's go around. Let's go around. First flap goes up straight away. Approach was very good. Very good, but we just go around to practice that as well. We could have made it 100%.
Positive rate, second stick.
Okay, let's wait for the 3rd-degree flaps. So normally you need to wait a little bit more longer for the 2nd degree as well. Did you see how it dropped?
Okay, yeah.
Golf Papa Charlie, going around.
Very good.
That's alright.
That was all good. So keep climbing. And now let's say we've got now an engine failure. Very good. So straight to the nose, go around, full power, pull the nose back. You got high speed, pull back.
be absolutely terrified if that happened in real life.
Well, that's how it works. Right, let's keep climbing. Pull the nose back, you got high speed. This is going to be a normal landing.
Okay.
So just focus on your landing now.
But,
it's going to be a last one and a normal one.
Yep.
Start to gust now.
Does it?
More gusty now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Golf Papa Charlie downwind 24.
Watch out your altitude. Okay, downwind check.
The copy, mixture rich, temperature pressure's green, suction good, ammeter good, hatches, harnesses, undercarriage.
Very
And
good.
I'll lead off.
A little bit more power. Above 22, that's it. Got it. A normal landing, please.
Yep.
Span out.
Golf Papa Charlie final 24.
Quite hard. Let's go full flaps. Speed is good.
High, okay.
A little bit high. Reduce power.
That was a good drop.
Cool. Keep going. Speed is slightly high. Alright, reduce power. Idle. Very good, keep going. Looking off the runway, gently pull back. Wait, pull back, pull back. Oh, that's a bit high, pull back, pull back, pull back. That's it, very good. Slightly a bit high,
Okay. So,
flared, but it was all good.
Okay. Good.
Nice,
To the left.
good. Yes, please. It's enough for the day.
Right.
Golf Papa Charlie vacate to the left.
And taxi to parking.
Golf Papa Charlie taxi to parking.
you can use space between. I think the best would be to just go from this side.
Yep.
That fine, and then go behind and then get in the middle.
Down there?
That way,
Yeah.
yeah. Rather than going straight.
Yeah.
So watch how your wings slow down. That wing is fine, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one
sorry.
you need to watch because it's a high wing.
Okay then.
Right, keep going. And then start turning to the left. Watch out that. Yeah, okay, keep going. And get into that tie down. This one.
Yeah. That looks very close.
No, that's fine. Keep
It
going.
must be alright.
It is close, but you're fine. Bit more. Keep going. That's fine.
Okay.
Alright, let's shut down. So we switch it off from there, you can leave that on.
Just the whole thing.
Right, keyhand must switch off. LT inside.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah.